We lost our son at 21 weeks. We had to have a medical termination because he wasn't compatible with life. When we went through it with our family, we didn't want to show as much how we were feeling because we were worried they were going through what we were going through, basically. And we didn't want them to see how much it was affecting us because that would make it harder for them. Our friends, we felt as though they understood in a way, but they were unsure what to say to us. They didn't know how to react, and we felt that. So when we went for our 6-week follow-up with the midwife, she actually suggested the SANS parent support group meeting. And she said basically you'll be in a group with parents who have been through exactly what you've been through, but in their own little different ways, so they'll understand what it is that you've been through and be able to connect with you in that way that your friends might not be able to and will understand. I was really, really nervous going to my first meeting. My partner Mark had gone back to work, so I actually went by myself, and walking in the doors, it made me even more nervous because I was the only one there by myself. Everyone else had their partners or a family member that was with them. And then when we sat down in the circle, we kind of had a little chat before the meeting started, and they explained, what was going to happen. And I listened to a couple of other stories, and then the parent support group leader actually asked me to share my story. And I got even more nervous because I was worried that we might be judged because ours was a medical termination, but a lot of the other people who were there, they had stillbirths or a miscarriage. But when I did share my story and I was able to open up, I didn't feel judged at all. I did feel safe and non-judged, so I could talk about my story and know that they weren't going to judge us or go out and tell somebody our story. We knew that we were safe in that environment to open up about our feelings. I do have one friend that I've made in the group, Donna, and we actually found out that we only live 6 minutes away from each other. So we've made that friendship, and because we're so close to each other, if we need to, she'll send me a message and we'll organise to go to lunch somewhere around the corner just to have a chat or talk about other things, just to get away from the reality that we were having to face. And that's something where we've got a long-term friendship from that. We're friends on Facebook now, we catch up. We've both shared our story and gone through something similar, so we've got a friendship where we know that person understands. We go out shopping and you see somebody who's pregnant, and it kind of brings back that flood of emotion. So to have that friend from the group that we know understands, and we can just joke about it or change the subject completely to something random, has been such a benefit. In the long run, it helped a lot with my mental well-being, not having to bottle it up because I didn't want to talk about it. I kind of tried to brush it off and not forget about it, but just try and continue on with my life. But the fact that I was able to go to this group and talk about it, get it off my chest, open up and connect with the other parents helped a lot with my postnatal depression. At the moment, my main involvement is participation, but I'm hoping that if somebody who's been through what I've been through comes in, even now or 6 months down the track, I can help them by sharing my experience and what I've been through and how I've coped and how far I've come in the last 6 months. And then further down the track, when I feel that I've healed enough, I hope to, become like all of the other parent support group leaders and hold the support group meetings. I've come so far in the last 6 months, and I do believe that one of the main contributors to that fact is the SAM support group.